Welcome to the first video of a series of videos where I show you how to use Adobe Illustrator. This is aimed at high school students. If you are a beginner, if you're a novice, if you haven't really used Illustrator, or if you're just trying to solidify some of the basics, then continue watching. Now, I've already opened up Adobe Illustrator. I'm on the Mac platform, Apple platform, and so my screen looks like this. I've got a whole bunch of files that have already been opened or have been recently used, so my screen looks like this. Your screen may look a little bit differently. In the Adobe Suite and certainly in Illustrator, there are multiple ways of doing the same thing. To create a new file, I could click on this Create New button. I could go up here, Create New, or I could use the shortcut key over there. Opening is the same. I can either use what I've got in my recents. I can click on the open, or I can go open there, or I can use a keyboard shortcut. Suffice to say, they do exactly the same thing. I'll go ahead and create a new file. Over the top, we have got our presets. Again, in my recent list, I can see a whole bunch of files there. Yours, if you're loading up Illustrator for the first time, you won't have that. So you'll need to go across. For the context of what I'm going to show, I need to be using an A3 document, landscape, and I'm going to be changing this to millimeters. Then I'll click Create. If your interface doesn't look like mine, that is perfectly fine. The general things, though, remain. On the left-hand side, we've got our toolbar. That's how I can get things onto my artboard. This, by the way, this white screen, or this white section of my screen, is called my artboard. On the right-hand side, this is where I've got different palettes, and that allows me to change things already on my artboard. So I can go here and just modify things over there. At the top, I also have a changing tool palette, I guess. I can click on this, and provided I've got room, if my interface is a little bit shorter, you can see that it then just gets truncated to a dialog box. Otherwise, if I do have room, then I can actually see all these things here. So that changes depending on what I've got selected on my screen and the tools that I'm on. I also have a series of menu items up the top, just like usual. File, Edit, View, Window, Help. These are the common ones that you'll find on pretty much any application. If we want to find things like the Layers palette or the Links palette or the Artboards palette, that is found under the Window menu, and it's in alphabetical order here. Our general file handling, New, Open, Save, Close, Export, Print. Document Setup, that is under File, and Edit allows me to do stuff, undo, redo, copy, paste, and preferential type things. For now, let's just leave it at that.